yeah, I'm sorry, just to go over, we have some new faces here tonight. With your card, you have 2 minutes, and I don't want you to think I'm rude. There's a little buzzer that goes off, so anyone who's speaking, the buzzer goes off, and I start to say, thank you, thank you, thank you, because it's your time, you have 2 minutes, okay? And it doesn't start, and it won't start until you start talking, so I'm not wasting your time.
That's correct.
All right, thank you.
Good evening, Mayor Triolo, members of the commission. My name is Kara Canizero of Canizero Law Firm, and I'm here this evening on behalf of the Lake Worth Vacation Rental owners. I just wanted to speak to you briefly to mention that I did submit a letter which outlined what I think are some of the main concerns of vacation rental owners regarding the city's initial interpretation of the code. But beyond that, and more importantly, I think I outlined some of the potential solutions to the vacation rental issue within the city. And I'm looking forward to exploring those with the city attorney. So I just wanted to mention that I will be working with the association moving forward and setting up formally and making sure that they're self-regulating. And as a requirement of membership, they're going to be required to show their 509 license and proof of payment of taxes, both to the state and locally, as conditions for membership. And with that, we just wanted to convey to you that we are looking forward to working with the city to come up with some solutions. That's it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Okay, John Lundberg said, please read. I live next door to a vacation rental owned by Kurt Hyde and Avelio Rubiello. They are great neighbors. They keep their property in beautiful condition, and I've never had a problem with any of their guests. Up next, Mary Lindsay, followed by Loretta Sharp. And I'm sorry, you also have to state your name and address for public record before you speak.
Mary Lindsay, 327 Columbia Drive. I too want to congratulate the City of Lake Worth for having our very own Vice Mayor serve as President of the League of Cities starting tomorrow. It's going to be good for the city. I know it'll be great for the League of Cities. So congratulations to you and to all of us. We're looking forward to great things. I have to talk a little bit about the vegetation amnesty. When this came up a few years ago, when this program was first initiated, the idea behind it was to do it, at the beginning of hurricane season. Everybody does a whole lot of trimming, and that way they can get it all out. It has morphed into something a little bit different this year. First of all, originally there was no limit to how much vegetation could be put out. Now that limit is just to twice what's normally allowed. My neighborhood has big lots, lots of vegetation, and it simply is inadequate. Also, originally this program allowed people to put their vegetation out for a full week up to the day that it was picked up. That has changed. The way it is now, it has to go out on your regular day, which is just the day before. That's just not practical, especially if it's a day that's supposed to be amnesty. So please look at that. It hasn't started yet. It's not too late, to allow people to start putting it out now. So anyway, that was it. Thank you. I'll be up several times tonight.
Loretta Sharp, followed by Peter Tim.
Now, Loretta Sharp, 1311 South Conway. I've spent a lot of time thinking about this for vacation rentals. And I should have some experience with it because I have a 50-unit condo building right behind my pool. 2 stories. And I thought, these houses, I went on the internet and I looked at vacation plus by owners. And the properties look beautiful. And I really don't care what you do, but they really look beautiful. They look like they're an asset to the community. Now then I thought, well, what if you do get people in there that call that create a problem? You call the police. And what if you get a vacation rental that is habitually a problem? You go to nuisance abatement. We have all the things in this city set up to protect the single-family neighborhoods, because I'm in a single-family neighborhood, but Federal Highway is just behind me. So I have a commercial behind me. We have everything in this city set up to protect single-family neighborhoods. And I really hate to see us waste an opportunity to help some people who need help and to allow people to rent their homes. So I really wish you'd think about it. You look at nuisance abatement, you look at code enforcement, you look at the sheriff's department, and what, all the assets that we have to protect us. Thank you.
Thank you. Peter Tim, followed by Peter Tim.
Why was that?
Save that card for the one that I can't find later.
Yeah, one was for the last item.
Is that
Followed by
eliminating one?
Eleanor Harden.
Peter Tim, North O Street. And are you ready for this?
He's eliminating one.
Congratulations. I was driving home the other day, and I went down on Farm Way, and guess what? They were repairing one of the sinkholes. By the time I got there, they had piled it all over and leveled it all out, and later on, they put along their little thing that stamps it all down, and after that, they flat topped it. Amazing. Unfortunately, it was just one. How about the rest of them? Because it took 5 trucks and 5 vehicles and 5 people to do that job that I saw. So I wonder how we're going to make out in the future when we start spending that $64 million or whatever it is to do this, if we're going to be as tied up with people as with this. As for the vacation rentals, I am totally against it. After what I heard at the last meeting that we had on this, it sounds like a big scam. And I don't think I want to get scammed again. So often, we look at something, we say, oh, that's going to be beautiful. And it turns out it wasn't beautiful at all. And I could recite several things to prove that claim. So please be very careful about who you want living next door to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Eleanor Harden wants me to read this. My family came to Lake Worth in 1912. We need to attract tourists and make them feel welcome. Our family came from the Midwest, loved it, and stayed. Next, Kathleen Holmes would like me to read as well. As a lover of Lake Worth and a responsible vacation rental owner, I look forward to working with the city to attract more tourists and their dollars to our community. Carol Lewis. More than 500 people responded to the citizen survey, and there isn't one negative word about vacation rentals. Citizens seem to be more concerned about blight in decrepit buildings and the lack of big business development. Ted Johnson. We feel that vacation rentals are good for Lake Worth. We live next to one and have never had a problem. BJ Hawk, homeowner. I feel that residents should be able to use their homes as vacation rentals for less than a 60-day stay. Thank you. He will speak, okay. Chris Gosling, followed by Dennis Dorsey. I'm sorry, she.
Actually, I'm speaking on behalf of vacation renters.
If you could speak into that tiny little microphone there and as close as you can.
Sure. I would like to speak tonight on behalf of vacation renters. I've been coming to Lakewood now for a number of years, and I've grown to love the place. I've loved coming here, and I wouldn't keep returning. Since retiring, I've tried to spend more time here, choosing to live in a regular neighbourhood, because while I'm here, I belong to Lakewood, and I'm a citizen of Lakewood. That's how I see myself anyway. And I'd like to become part of the community. I am quiet, I'm considerate of my neighbours as I am at home. I'm certainly not a danger, but you don't have to be scared of me. I know my accent's quite scary, but it's okay. In fact, I make a point of making friends with my neighbours. I talk to them, I socialise with them, and that's something I really, really enjoy. I and the other renters that I know involve ourselves in community matters and activities. We've been active on the Sister City Board. We work with youngsters on art projects on a Saturday. I volunteer with Blue Planet Writing Rooms and made lasting friendships here. It appears to me, sadly, this particular matter has become very